Okay, so the next part is about planning your answer. So what I've done is I have pre-planned out an answer here, and I'm just going to go through all the different parts of my plan. So I've decided to set this out as a bit of a spider diagram or a mind map. It just depends on which way you work best. I find this method works best for me. So what I've done is I've looked at the 3 questions that I need to be covering. I've thought about my purpose in the middle, and I've just kind of written a few notes that cover each part of each question. So for example, question 1, is it right how the media treats celebrities? So up here I've got, is it right? Yes, no. So I've got a couple of arguments for both sides of that argument, okay? What is probably better when you're answering a question like this is to treat it as more of a discussion and not take necessarily a one-sided stance on it. Or you can share your opinion like I will do, but you need to cover both sides of the argument before getting to your opinion in your conclusion. Okay, you need to be fair, but also it gives you a bit more to talk about if you cover both sides of the argument. So although I might think, yes it is right or no it's not, I'm going to talk about both parts of that before kind of coming to my own opinion. So that's the first question being covered there. The second question, how do celebrities benefit from the media and how does the media benefit from celebrities? I've got celeb benefits up here and media benefits there. So I've talked about how they benefit from each other. So that's that question covered. I might just tick them off to say I know I'm going to cover those. And then finally, should anything be off limits? I've covered here. Or can the media cover everything about celebrities and their private lives? And I've done cover everything here. So again, I've got some arguments for both sides of this. And then finally, the last part I've got is my own opinion. So this can be used as a kind of introduction before answering these questions or a conclusion after answering them, or a bit of both. Okay, so you're writing an article for a student magazine, you need to be mostly formal and you need to be somewhat impartial by showing both sides of the argument, but you can still include your opinion in there. So now I've got this planned out, this makes it a lot easier for me to now start writing the actual article. And I might find as I'm writing it that more things pop into my head. I can come back and just add them onto the spider diagram here and come back and refer to them later. Okay, so although this helps you, you're not necessarily being marked on this, so don't feel like this has to be perfect or neat. Don't feel like you have to talk about everything that you've put in here. It might be that you kind of go off a bit or you change your mind on something, you don't want to talk about that anymore. That's fine, you won't get marked down. This is more to help you than anything else. So don't worry if you kind of just scroll all over it or cross things out, move things about. This is here for you. It's your final draft of your article or whatever it is you're writing that is going to count. Okay, but having a good, detailed and solid plan like this is going to help you when you get to the writing stage.